All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Dakota Collegiate Rocket League action. A little bit of a scuffed start already. Hopefully my internet can not die multiple times tonight, but I mean, I'm starting off strong with the world stream. You know, we get one disconnect already. We'll see if maybe I can get the record tonight, but I'm excited. We have 3 more series tonight. VStorm graced us with his streamer abilities earlier, did one series, and then we have 3 more that I'm going to do tonight. We're going to be starting off with Archangels versus 99 Thieves, but VStorm is now, he's going to cast with me after doing a stream, so welcome back to the stream after a few short minutes.
Yep, I did say I wasn't going to be on as a streamer, but I never said anything about not being on here as a caster. So glad to be back again for a DSU matchup. I can't wait.
Yeah.
A little spoiler on who's.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm super excited for how this is going to go. Like I said, 3 super fun series, 3 different divisions, and as you already kind of alluded to, we will be starting off with some Division C action to start things off. So I'm going to toss it over to this screen quick and take a quick peek at the overall Division C standings. And I just want to put it out there right now. I mean, I know they're not playing tonight, but Sleepers sitting up at the top, the only 2-0 team through 2 weeks of play in Division C. And they're leading the league in so many of these stats. I mean, winning percentage, goals per game, assists per game, shots per game. I mean, to be leading in that many stats, that's semi-reminiscent of if anybody watched last season of the Plague. I mean, throughout all the regular season, they were dominating in like every single stat. It was all red all the way across the top. The Sleepers having themselves a crazy season, but that is not who's playing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be between Archangels and 99 Thieves. We actually, what I just noticed is we have a couple different arcs in these names. We have Noah's Ark and we have Archangels, which is kind of funny. I didn't realize that one before, but Archangels starting off 1-1. They're 50% across the board. We actually have 3 teams that are 50% across the board, and they are leading in shooting percentage, so expect them to be trying to slot some here and there. And then 99 Thieves also 1-1 with a little bit lower of a winning percentage and not leading the league in anything, but across the board, VStorm, I mean, these 2 teams are pretty similar in stats, if I do say so myself.
Yep, it's hard just to look at this overall standings just to know which team is going to take this. If you look at both of them, they're all within marginal errors of each other. This is going to be a very close game, and I definitely think here we 100% can see a Game 5. Last time we saw it in 3. I think this time it's going all the way.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bold prediction, right? I would love to see a Game 5. I mean, we always want the content, right? But we will find out soon enough. So I'm going to bring up the first team here, which is going to be Archangels. And VStorm, you said you kind of wanted to cover this one, so I'll let you cook.
I requested this one because yet again we have another DSU athlete on this squad. But first, we got Insomnia as their captain, doing amazing on the field. None of those stats are looking low at all. He's kind of picking the middle ground of the team. He's being there all over on the field, being the consistent man they need, being the awesome captain that we see. And then, of course, number 2, the first pick, JD Bauer Power, the GOAT teammate. He's amazing. I'm sorry, there's too much DSU glaze, but I just have to put all of my points on this team just because it's JD Bauer. And then on the third end of things, Styles really showing up, especially as a second-round pick. 1.25 goals a game, leading the division in goals, and on top of that, leading it in shooting percentage, which means not only is he getting those goals, but he's getting them off of almost all the shots. 45% is actually really high for a shooting percentage, meaning 1 to 2 times when he goes on net, he is banging that into the back of the net and being that force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I mean, you highlighted it perfectly. It's absolutely crazy to see, you know, the second pick on a team, which is Styles, leading the entire division in goals per game. I mean, normally the captain is the one that's going to be most likely to be leading in that category, but looks like, you know, JD Bauer Power and Styles are the ones that are putting it in the back of the net for this team. Insomnia might be having a little bit of a slower start, but I mean, he's a captain for a reason, and to me it looks like he picked a couple of guys that he can really rely on. So good to see. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What I think is going on is Insomnia knows he's a solid player, so I think he's taking more of a step back and just he knows that JD Bauer and Styles are going to pop off on offense. So though he's just taking a step back and letting them do all the work. He's like, all right, what we need is a very consistent third man, and he's being that third man position, even though he's probably one of the better picks out of all three of them.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm going to toss it over to the team that they will be facing tonight, which is 99 Thieves. They are 1-1 on the season, and their captain is a newcomer. He's been on stream a couple times already. It's our boy Yellow Dog. He is joined by Bweet and Morphe, who is previously known as Slashing Morphe to a lot of the people in the community. But, I mean, this team has been looking fantastic. I mean, I think I've seen them both weeks now. They've been on stream. I think all their games have been on stream so far, which is super cool to see. But, I mean, this team, solid all the way around. I mean, they're sitting pretty comfortably at 1-1. But, again, no stats are standing out for these guys. They were in their team stats, they weren't leading in anything. And then individually, it doesn't look like they are either. One thing I will note here is their goals output is a little bit low. Normally, you have at least one or two teams or one or two players on a team that's getting around that 1 goal per game area, but all these guys are a little bit under that 1 goal per game mark, but doesn't mean that they can't win some games. I mean, we've seen it in the past 2 weeks as well, so I'm super excited to get into this one. But V-Storm, what is going to be your prediction going into this one? What do you in a series score at least too?
I think you already know. We already know. I'm going DSU on top. Archangels on top, baby. It's going to go all the way to 5, but I think they got it. On the note of low scoring, though, honestly, they're all about, if you add them up, they're about the same in scoring. It's just theirs is more spread out, which you can tell means their rotations, they're all getting equal play, and they're all being that man on the field who's going to kill it. So, yeah, honestly, easy prediction for me. It's going to be JD Bauer. I'm sorry. It's Jover. I mean...
I mean, I respect it. I'm gonna go against you. I'm gonna go instead to say Archangels. They haven't been on stream yet. This is their first time being on stream. But ladies and gentlemen, we are getting into this one. Game number 1 of this best of 5 series beginning here between Archangels and 99 Thieves.
Just want to note, you said against me and you said Archangels. I am going.
I meant
Archangels.
99 Thieves. 99 Thieves.
No, I got what you meant. We just need to clarify that. No, 100%. All good. Bweet trying to shove this out himself. JD trying to pick it up in the corner. Yellow Dog gonna sauce it out, trying to push it out himself, but Styles there to shut it down, get themselves back on offense. He's got a good opportunity. Almost gets around Morphe, but Morphe with a great clear to the corner. Insomnia gonna have to pick it up. He gets a little bit of a mistouch, but JD's there to bail him out. Yellow Dog, again, that force to be reckoned with, gets the touch around 1 to the backboard. Bweet there for the touch, goes for a shot on target. JD saves it away.
Yeah, so far this, I mean, both teams just kind of hit it back and forth. Yellow Dog has a good opportunity, but Styles able to knock that one to the side wall here. But Bweet gets a beautiful pinch into the midfield, and Insomnia and JD Power, they pinch it off the backboard, and it almost goes flying in to that orange net. Would have been a crazy defensive save there, or defensive play there from these guys, but unfortunately just sends it wide left.
I think that would have been a first for Dcrl, a team pinch, especially from a team pinch from your own end. I mean, we've seen attempts on it before, but that was almost beautiful. As Styles going for a shot, it's boomed long. JD gonna pick it up in the corner, sends it high, goes up the sidewall for a touch, gets it around Morphe. Bweet taking it up himself. Insomnia, last man back, a little bit of a 1v1. Bweet sends it back for it. It's dangerous. Yellow Dog there to finish it.
Yeah, I mean, Yellow Dog, I mean, he's the captain of this team. Definitely one of the more consistent players that I have seen through 2 weeks. And he just slots that one, puts it right above that last defender of Archangels. And they get the first one here in game number 1, but we are only a minute and a half into this one. There's a lot of time left for Archangels to come back from this one. And I have to say, Archangels have one of the more cleaner logos. I love how it looks on our overlay. I'm going to glaze a little bit. A lot of these logos, I tried my best to make them look good for our overlay here, but some of these logos just do not fit the overlay. But Archangels looking good here, but they need to try and look good on the field as well. As Insomnia gets a nice clear out, but Bweet reads that one all the way. This one's going to send its way into this blue end, but Styles saves his flip nicely, able to get some power on, but Yellow Dog reads that one at the midfield. This midfield presence from 99 Thieves looking absolutely solid right now. Slashing Morphe keeps this one contained in the midfield here, but Styles trying to just get this one out. Might be able to get this one out, but Yellow Dog again cuts it off, and this ball has spent so much time in this blue half right now.
Yep, you need to see a little bit more offensive pressure. We need to see the two offensive beasts pick it up. You can't just stay in your back end forever. I mean, they almost had a team pinch from their back end. As I say that, there's just a long shot all the way back coming from a missed touch from the orange offensive end. Morphe going to take this out himself. Insomnia has to go collect it in the corner. He gets a touch over slashing Morphe, tries to pick it up. He's going to dribble, balls one a little bit, almost can't really get a follow-up, has to let Styles take it himself. Gets a touch to the backburn. JD with a shot. It's saved by slashing Morphe. Insomnia picks it up on the side. Yellow Dog with the clear. And we're back over to the blue end again.
Yeah, Styles off the backboard, gets a nice first touch, but ends up passing it straight to Morphe, who has a good shot opportunity, but sends that one wide right. Insomnia in the Dominus, gets a nice pinch up the wall, but Buit shuts that one down. JD Power gonna bang us a note, but Morphe reads that one. And now Styles gets out of net there as a third man, gets a hit out. And again, I'm noticing that this Archangels team on defense, their first instinct is just to clear this one out to the wall, and right now, 99 Thieves are eating it up. They're not letting this ball out of this blue half. Beautiful rotations from these guys. I mean, this midfield presence is absolutely dominating right now.
Yep, JD trying to get a bump, maybe trying to loosen up the defense. And as I'm saying that, one gets just barely saved by a diving save from Buit. I thought that one was in, but Buit comes out of nowhere for that save. Buit gonna have to take it back, slashing Morphe, has possession. JD gonna go challenge that, gets a misflip off the wall. It's past Insomnia. Styles going to pick it up in his own corner, take it to a little bit of a safer route, but Yellow Dog says no, it's not safe. He demos him. Insomnia has to get a really tough save. Yellow Dog trying to put one on target. Styles there to bail him out.
Yeah, Buit with maybe an opportunity here, bangs it off the back wall, but JD Bauer is able to stay behind that ball. 47 seconds to go here in game number 1. Still only a 1 goal difference right now, as Styles can't get behind that ball, and Yellow Dog slots another one for his team there as they advance to 2-0 here in game number 1.
I think you jinxed him a little bit by saying only a 1 goal lead.
I think
they heard you and they said, you know what? Let's put another one in there. Let's make Will wrong with what he's saying. And as we have only 40 seconds left on the clock, it's looking like a game for 99 Thieves, but maybe a response here from them. Can't quite. Time is ticking down. They need something right now. Insomnia can't turn in time for that ball. I thought there would have been a passing play there, but not quite. Morphe gets a backflip. Styles with a shot. He can't get it. Yellow Dog can't connect. Insomnia goes a little high. Styles with a touch to JD. JD goes a little high. Morphing, side flips a little bit. Can't get the clear. It's still insanely dangerous. They get a touch out, and they relieve so much pressure with that. With 9 seconds on the clock, can they get it going? They have to get something right here, and I don't think they do. I think that ends it for game 1. 99 Thieves go up 1-0 in the series.
Yeah, I mean, they were just dominant that entire series. That their midfield, I sound like a broken record, but their midfield presence was just way too good for Archangels. I mean, Archangels could not get the ball out of their own half. I'm willing to bet when we go back and take a peek at those ball chasing stats a little bit, the ball was probably 70% of the spent 70% of its time in that Archangels half. I mean, just that constant pressure and that boost management. I mean, I know Archangels probably were getting starved a little bit as well. I mean, it was just overwhelming. It was definitely, choke holding this Archangels defense, and they didn't have an answer for it. They had a couple good chances, but ultimately 99 Thieves do come out on top and take the first game of this series.
Yep, I could not have said it better. The Archangels need to get on that offensive end. They definitely did in the last 40 seconds, but you can't just wait until the last 40 seconds to try to get something going, especially when you're down 2. You need to get that aggression going right away. Do we see something else come out of them? Do we see them do a better job of getting it out of their half this next game? Insomnia trying to get it. They've got a good kickoff here with immediate pressure. Almost gets a goal right there. Can't quite connect. Styles going to keep the pressure, though, as JD's going to try to go and help him out a little bit. Gets a touch over to mid. Insomnia with the shot. It goes a little wide. JD there to keep it up. Morphe has to get a booming clear out of there, and it's back on the blue half.
Yeah, maybe an opportunity for Buit, but he can't quite get around that one to try and slot the first one here in game number 2. Insomnia a little bit awkward out of his own corner here. Ball's just barely off the wall. Yellow Dog gets a beautiful pop up off the wall. Might be able to follow and find the bump. Buit comes in, but Insomnia stuffs that one as the last man back. Styles now going to try and get another 50. He does, and it's pretty favorable for him, but Slashing Morphe has the boost to go up and meet that ball up in the air. This one's still a little bit dangerous here. Morphe doesn't have the boost to beat Insomnia to that one. Styles is going to go up, doesn't find the contact, and that would have been a good opportunity for them, but Yellow Dog going to send this one right back in the Archangel's half.
Morphe with a huge pinch right back into the blue half to send them right back onto their defensive end. A little bit of a pinch coming out. I don't know if that was intentional, but it definitely looks pretty cool. Yellow Dog can't quite get the clear. Styles there to keep it dangerous. JD up early for that. He gets a touch up so Insomnia can get a follow-up with a little bit of a redirect. That would have been insane if we saw that come out. Don't know if it would have been planned, but it would have been insane nonetheless. A pop over, and it goes in for Styles as he proves why he is so high with shooting.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't talked about that too much. I mean, Archangels had 0 goals in that first game, right? And Styles, he's leading the league in goals per game individually as a player. And we see him slot one here, trying to get that average that he has. But Archangels, I mean, from the look at how, you know, stats looked, I think that Styles and JD Bauer are a little bit underwhelming in game number 1. Hopefully it was just a little bit of a feeler as they're feeling out this 99 Thieves team, but Insomnia going to try and carry this one out, get something going, but Morphe, again, this 99 Thieves team just does such a good job of not giving up possession. This one's on net, but Yellow Dog, the captain for his team, gets a nice save there and gets it around Styles as well, but it ends up going straight to Insomnia. This one might be dangerous. Styles tries to get a shot on, but is met with a good save by Morphe.
Yep, that first game definitely seemed to be a little feeler, and I commented on this last series. That first game, your play isn't quite as fast. You're just kind of playing a little patient, scoring lines a little bit lower, but honestly, Archangels did a great job of responding. We've got a Rule 1 on the field. Do they respect it until the next goal? Do we see someone accidentally break it? We've got a 2v2 at the moment, which I think this 2v2 might actually favor the Archangels as they have Buit. I don't even get to finish it. JD comes in and scores, putting them up with the same 2-goal lead, but this time in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it a little bit before stream. It's like, you know, we got K-Tool with the K-Tool curse, and, you know, sometimes I occasionally cast a curse, but it seems like you have the opposite effect. You have like the caster blessing or something like that. We always talk about that. You talk that one into existence. Archangels get their second goal here, and, you know, apart from game number 1, they're looking a lot better offensively as they're able to at least get the ball out of their half a little bit more.
Yep. They had an amazing clear there. Now Buit has to collect it in the corner. A little bit of a misplay. Styles gets the hit out. Yellow Dog there for the follow-up, but can't quite connect. Insomnia goes for a 50. That's a huge 50. They're going to have to scramble on defense, try to get something going, but they do get it shut down pretty well. Stumbling on my words a little bit, but Styles goes in for an attack. Insomnia, last man back, kind of in a 2v1 right now. He gets beat around. It's going up the backward. He has to go for a backward save. It's popped out. It's dangerous. Couldn't quite get it. I love that comment.
I love the Tomater hits. Absolutely love to see it. He's able to beat out his opponent there, but good save from Morphe there to get this one into the blue end. Insomnia trying to take his time, but a little bit of a double commit coming out from 99 Thieves by JD Bauer. Hits this one across, but Slashing Morphe was waiting all along, hiding in the bushes. I didn't even see him there, and just absolutely slots that one. Beautiful shot coming out from Morphe to bring this one back within 1 goal.
Yep, definitely. And you can tell there's a little bit of panicking coming out from Archangels. They were a little bit lost. They were trying to get something going. They didn't want to throw that 2-goal lead, and they just had to scramble, and they kept cutting each other off, and it ended up resulting in a convertible play. As I'm talking about it, almost converts another one. JD having to get another Tomater hit to send it out of there. Buit trying to take it himself. He's just charging through every single man on defense right now.
Yeah, Yellow Dog trying to maintain this midfield presence. He does. JD Bauer gets it around 1, but Morphe was waiting patiently, but ends up skying that one. A good opportunity here for Buit, and he slots it on the left side of that net and gets the equalizer here. Ties it up 2-2. Minute and 10 to go, and 99 Thieves bring this one back. And I mean, all of a sudden, looking very dominant like they were in game number 1.
Yep, and we have a tie game, but in addition to that, you have to consider they do have the 2-goal momentum. 99 Thieves have a little bit more momentum going into this game. You can tell they're still a little bit, like, fumbling a little bit. They're nervous about throwing this one. As I'm saying that, Yellow Dog puts one in. Archangels need to get the momentum back on their side.
Yeah, I mean, I think that right there was Insomnia. He was the last man back, and I think he might have side flipped on accident and ends up going missing there. You can see him laughing about it in the cams. Can't believe what just happened. And like you said, all of a sudden the 99 Thieves with 3 unanswered back to back to back to bring this game number 2 back. I mean, Archangels, I thought they were looking fantastic, you know, within those first couple minutes, and now it's the tables have completely turned. And 99 Thieves do find themselves in the lead, and they're maybe gonna try and get another one here. Buit is in a great spot, but a good save coming out from Archangels. I'm not quite sure who even got that save, but Slashing Morphe maintains this midfield presence. But this one might just, oh my goodness, find its way in. But JD Bauer tries to get a redirect, can't find it. Yellow Dog now with an opportunity of his own, tries to put this one on net, but Insomnia does find some good contact now. Gonna try and get another one off the corner, gets it around Buit, but Morphe is there for the backup. In 18 seconds to go, Archangels need something right here and right now.
Yup, and they have 10 seconds left on the clock. Yellow Dog with a huge clear. Buit gonna follow it up himself. JD trying to get something going. They're gonna have to get in regulation, and no one is there to keep it up. 99 Thieves go on match point, and I might just lose all my points here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. You were kind of talking about that like DSU power and whatnot, but bro, dude. B-Storm, I'm not seeing it right now, bro. I mean, they're gonna need to step it up and prove me wrong here. But I mean, 99 Thieves progressed to 2-0 on the series, and all of a sudden, those DSU boys are staring death in the eyes right now in the series.
Yep. And I think if you're Archangels, it doesn't come down to decision making, doesn't come down to what exact like mistakes you're making. It comes down to needing to just take a breath. They seem like they had the 2-goal lead, but once they started losing and conceding goals, they started panicking a little bit. And that panic was coming in, and suddenly they start going goal back to back to back. And then we see a 3-2 off of a 2-0 lead. And if you're Archangels, you just need to pause and take a breath and just prepare for game 3, get the reverse sweep rolling.
Yeah, and also part of it, I mean, we saw it especially in game number 1, and then it came back in the later half of that second game that we just saw. And I mean, it's not easy for them to get it out of their own half. I mean, we've seen this midfield presence. I keep commenting on it from 99 Thieves. Archangels need and absolutely need to find a way to get that ball out of their own half when they're on defense. There is a lot of series left to go here, and the reverse sweep is going to be necessary for them to do it. And right off the bat here in game number 3, this could be it if 99 Thieves can try and close it out. But right over the bat here, Archangel showing some good pressure. Yellow Dog can't find the touch off the backboard, and right out of the bat, Archangels coming out strong once again. But we saw this in game number 2. This time they need to try and hold on to this lead.
Yep, and that's huge for them to have their momentum back. Like I said, they're panicking a little bit, but it seems they're back to how they were playing earlier. It's only 14 seconds in. It's too early to call, but I still have faith in Archangels. I know it's going to be a really hard run, and we haven't seen a reverse sweep just happen yet, but we might see it here. I'm hoping to see it here as Slashing Morphe has great possession. JD with the clear, a little bit of miscommunication on who had the ball. Gets a touch over. Styles going to send it a long way. Yellow Dog going to pick it up in his own corner, take it across the net. A little bit of a risky play. JD there to punish it. Morphing there for the save. Buit going to try to kick it out, but Insomnia going to keep that pressure going. They're doing insane on offense right now. And as I'm saying that, Styles scores yet again.
Yeah, Styles again gets another one. Or you know, he got one in game number 2. Gets another one here, and that had some speed on it. I mean, that 99 Thieves defender not able to react in time, and Archangels find their second here in game number 3, and they need to keep this up if they want any chance. And so far, a minute in, they're looking pretty good as Insomnia gets a huge clear out. Yellow Dog makes a great backward save there. Double commit comes out, but it ends up working out. Yellow Dog gets a huge beat, but Styles is last man back. He gets a nice settle. Gonna try and continue out here. Going up off the wall. Can you go for something Mecha here? No, ends up side flipping, but it might end up working. Almost gets a second touch on it. It would have been absolutely crazy for this Archangels offense, because I mean, in games number 1 and 2, they haven't had so much, but looking to try and answer back here in game number 3.
But remember, we did see this exact scoreline last game. Do they panic under the pressure again of having the 2-goal lead? And Styles says, no, we do not panic. We're going to get the 3rd goal in the series. Show them that we can get 3 goals back-to-back as well.
Huge 50 coming out from Styles as he gets his second of the game here. And it seems like it's pretty much just been Styles, right? Offensively. I mean, we saw it in the stats. He's leading the league in goals per game. And so far, I mean, he's been living up to the hype. They don't have many chances, Archangels, offensively, but the ones they do have, seems like they're very good at capitalizing. A good opportunity for Yellow Dog, but ends up going missing over the top of that one. Styles with another huge 50. This one's going to roll straight down, and it's absolutely free for him. Gets blessed by that roll up off the corner there. And Styles gets the Hattie here, and Archangels find themselves in a very advantageous position here.
Yep, Styles showing exactly why he has that goal leading. He has definitely come alive when it's needed the most. 3 minutes on the clock, but a 4-goal lead is really hard to shut down. JD gonna collect it. They just need to burn time at this point. Maybe get a few more, just keep the momentum going into the next game, and try to get this reverse sweep happening. I think regardless, as I'm saying that, Buit gets one, maybe a possible Brazil setup, who knows, but for now, it is now a 3-goal lead.
Yeah, I mean, there's another Tomater hit. Buit going backwards. Gets a nice backflip and sends that one in. 99 Thieves do strike and get their first goal here in game number 3.
Yep, and you definitely love to see it. Those Tomater hits coming out of the most unexpected place ever. They're hard to read because you don't expect someone to be going for it backwards. Insomnia with a touch. Can Yellow Dog get the save? He just barely can't get it. He just can't quite connect there, and it just floats right in. It was a really fast ball, to credit Yellow Dog. That's a hard save to make. 100 kph, that's faster than the moving speed of supersonic of a car, so that's a hard one to save.
Yeah, I was just going to point out that same thing. A Yellow Dog, if he was just a little bit farther back, might have been able to get there in time, but it's hard to read. Insomnia, the captain, gets a nice goal here to kind of shut down that momentum from that goal that 99 Thieves just got. Insomnia now getting a nice demo, but no follow-up. This one's going to get sent across again for Styles, and he's there to capitalize. And you kind of mentioned the Brazil setup, and it's happening again.
I manifested.
You spoke it into existence. The caster blessing comes into play, and we're 1 goal away from a Brazil, but we still have over half of this game left. I mean, it seems like all sense of defense has kind of went out the window here for 99 Thieves.
Yeah, you got to remember, even though 6-1 scoreline is scary because 1, it's a 5-goal lead, but 2, you want to avoid the Brazil setup because you do not want that happening to you. It affects the mental a little bit. But there's still 2 minutes on the clock. There's still plenty of time. This game is not quite over just yet. He can't quite get the boost, so he's going to have to go up it by himself a little bit, kind of fake it just in time for Insomnia to come in. It looks like he was just staying behind it just so Insomnia could get it. Styles with a touch. It should be a free goal for Buit. Oh, I didn't see JD back. Insomnia. I thought everyone committed. I thought everyone had gone for that ball. So I thought that was a free goal, but JD coming out of nowhere to save that.
Styles now gets a nice beat over to a double commit coming up from 99 Thieves. JD Bauer pops this one up, makes it super awkward for this 99 Thieves defense. This one's going to be free for JD Bauer Power, who bangs this one off the backboard. Styles was there, tries to get the read, very close, not able to get it though. Insomnia keeps this one in, but Yellow Dog gets a nice clear out, but JD Bauer, now Archangel showing some great midfield presence of their own, tries to find the follow-up, but Slashing Morphe is able to get that one aside. Yellow Dog hits this one off the sidewall, nice follow-up from Morphe to get that one aside. Styles hits it around that last defender, another one commits, goes missing. Styles, it's a one-on-one. Can he slot it? Almost does. Almost finds the top left corner to get that Brazil.
He almost had the double tap, and that would have been insane to see. Double taps, no matter how unintentional or intentional they are, they're still glorious awesome to see in a game, especially if it would have been to get the 7-1 score.
Yeah, Insomnia drops it down low for Yellow Dog. Almost gets a double tap of his own. Buit might have had that one red if Yellow Dog didn't hit that one again, but 42 seconds to go. 99 Thieves need 5 goals. They're going to need an absolute miracle here, as Insomnia, just again, a great hit that's going to waste so much time that 99 Thieves does not have. This one's going off this orange backboard. JD Bauer going to try and get this one into the midfield, but Buit has some great backboard defense, and 24 seconds to go, and this one's not looking too good here for 99 Thieves, V-Storm.
Yep, with how many insanely dangerous plays I've seen, I'm so impressed that we haven't had a goal within the past 2 minutes. There's been several times that I thought it was already in, but one man comes back to be the savior on the back line, and as the time clocks down, that will be game number 3, and Archangels setting up the potential reverse sweep, maybe going for the 7th one, and the Brazil is here. It might have taken a while. but it is here.
Oh my gosh. I was about to make a comment about how your caster blessing didn't work, but you manifested it. I mean, it comes out right at the last second. The 0-second goal comes out. And Archangels, game number 3 in a very, very convincing fashion here. 7-1, complete the Brazil. And I mean, I'm looking at Styles with the 4 goals. Insomnia gets 3 of his own. And I mean, JD Bauer power in the stats. I mean, he had over a goal per game as well. It seems like he's had a little bit slower of a series, but Styles is back to his normal play style, it seems like. I mean, with those 4 goals, crazy stuff coming from that guy.
I mean, you say slower for JD, and honestly, yes, you were right. Styles and Insomnia definitely being those guys this game. But look at JD's assist, though. He was there to help nearly half the goals, just off from half. But he was still very large in goal participation. All 3 of them, I would say personally, coming alive, especially because if you look, all 3 of them had significantly more on the scoreline than all 3 of the other ones.
Yeah, I mean, fair. Yeah, very good point. I wasn't even looking at the assists, so I mean,
don't worry. I will always notice Jaden's success.
Yeah, the DSU boys, you always gotta point those ones out. But like we said, Archangels, I mean, they find some success finally. Games number 1 and 2, they had little to no offense. I would love to go back and kind of highlight how many shots they had, because I bet you it wasn't too much.
It was not that many. I don't remember the exact number, but I remember it wasn't too many, especially compared to the Archangels offense. Do we see the same thing in game 2, or do we see 99 Thieves sort of bring this back? JD gonna send it out of harm's way. JD there again for a follow-up touch. He's just gonna stay on it, try to cause some havoc. He's trying to get it centered a little bit. Doesn't quite get it. Styles with a nice pop. Insomnia there to keep it on the offensive end. It's on target, and it goes in. That is such a hard spot to save it. Maybe he didn't think it was in. Maybe someone told him to leave it because it was going to hit crossbar. But it did hit bar down and in. And we have a 1-goal lead. Only 20 seconds in, though.
Yeah, I mean, one thing is like, I mean, a lot of these, we always comment about, how good Div C looks. And I think I'm getting a little bit used to it now compared to last semester. But a lot of the times, I mean, in Division D, Division C, if you guys can just consistently put the ball on net, you're going to see some results, right? We see it right there. A great pop by Insomnia, gets that first one. But we are only 40 seconds in as Buit gets a nice ground play there, tries to get around that last defender, but Styles has been solid all series. He's not going to let that one around him. Maybe a pass over to JD Bauer power. Does complete the pass, gets it around another one, but Yellow Dog showing some ground play of his own. Pops it over one, gets a huge pop, tries to get it, but Styles doesn't bite, plays that one perfectly. But Slashing Morphe again, this midfield presence comes out, trying to keep this one in, but now Buit gets a nice pinch, gets a great first touch. Insomnia not able to find the touch, and Styles gets a huge clear out, and maybe an opportunity for Slashing Morphe, but met by Styles midair, and or not Styles, I think it was JD, my bad. But right out of the bat, both of these teams kind of throwing haymakers at each other, and looking pretty good so far.
Yep, and as we see Yellow Dog trying to keep it on offense, 99 Thieves needs to get something going. They need a little bit of that momentum I was talking about earlier. These games can largely come down to momentum, and as I'm saying they need one, they get one with 3:28 still on the clock, so still plenty of game left, but Morphe with a beautiful pass to Buit off of the corner, and Buit slots that just above Insomnia.
Yeah, I mean, 99 Thieves, they do find that equalizer. This game is going to go back and forth. 99 Thieves, we have to remember, they're on match point here, ladies and gentlemen. They only need one more game to close the series out and avoid a reverse sweep, but Yellow Dog gets a nice clear out from his own half. A little bit of a team. Well, go ahead. What's up?
I was going to say, I think you also forget, though, the final game is the hardest to close out, as we have seen. It is that hardest, just the little extra push just to lock it out is incredibly hard, and it can get to the players a little bit, but Insomnia with a great save.
Yeah. Sorry, can you cast for a little bit? I got to figure something out.
Yeah, no, I got you. Little pop out on the front. Almost goes in. It's just off to the right side. I don't think Yellow Dog would have caught up to that if that was on target. Buit gets a touch. Styles goes in and challenges it. It's pop. It's dangerous. Morphe able to clear it out. JD sends it a little high. No one's there to save it. And Buit capitalizes on the little bit of miscommunication, maybe a little bit of a mistouch from JD as he couldn't quite send it just high enough. And he's just there to punish it. Insomnia can't quite get there in time for the save. And now we have half the game left. Do we see 99 Thieves clutch this out in 4, or can Archangels bring this back to a 5th one? Insomnia gonna send it up the field. Yellow Dog has possession. It's a 3v2. We've got 3 99 Thieves. Styles gonna get the saving touch from there. Buit sends it to the corner. A little bit awkward for JD, and Buit is able to convert. JD was caught a little bit too far forward, and you need to stop this momentum if you're Archangels, because you're on your last leg. This is match point for 99 Thieves, and Archangels need to get something going. They can't lose hope in this series if they want to stay alive. Styles with a great kickoff. It goes past. JD has to come in for the save. Morphe couldn't quite get the touch. A little bit of a team bump. Buit pops it up. JD has the touch. He goes for the follow-up. Morphe gets a little bit of a touch to the side. Styles there to punish. It's still in the midfield. JD trying to get this on himself. He's low on boost though, and he can't really get anything going. He picks up the mid boost. Insomnia has to get a little bit of a tap to the side. They're kind of panicking right now, and we need to see Archangels stop panicking and just get into their normal playstyle. Get in how they were playing last game. Get comfortable and get a goal back in order to see this game possibly winning for them. Slashing Morphe gets an amazing touchdown. Buit wasn't quite close enough to get that touch. Yellow Dog tapping out. It's dangerous. Styles almost there to convert, but he can't get it. JD can't quite get it either. Styles pops it over. Gets a nice launch into the corner. All right, I was just talking as fast as I could.
But I mean, like I said, I look back at my screen here. 99 Thieves have 3 goals. Absolutely crazy stuff. Minute to go. Archangels need to find something here. I don't know what happened, V-Storm, to this dominance that Archangels showed in game number 3. 99 Thieves able to lock down here and try and close this one out. Minute to go. Yellow Dog gonna try and carry this one into the blue side. Buit tries to get a follow-up, but Styles gets a nice pop over that attacker there. Morphe, though, gets a nice 50, but a little bit awkward here. Maybe Yellow Dog tries to find a shot, but ends up ringing that one off the left post.
Yep, and it's kind of awkward in the corner, and corners, as a lot of people know, are not good for scoring opportunities. You need to get it out of there if you want to get a chance at scoring. It's just going to burn time over there, and Archangels do not want to just burn time. They need to get this on their offensive end. There's 30 seconds left to shut down a 2-goal lead. Insomnia there for the touch, but he has a little bit of a miss jump. JD bangs it to Styles. Styles gets cut off a little bit by Insomnia. Styles trying to get something going. He just can't get it.
Yeah, Buit now gets a nice clear. 10 seconds to go. They're going to need a miracle. Insomnia gets a nice clear out. Yellow Dog does go missing here. They need a shot. Oh, JD Bauer Power ends up backflipping. And with 1 second to go, ladies and gentlemen, I think that will be it for our my first series of the night. 99 Thieves takes the series in 4 games. Well played from them. But I mean, props to Archangels for that game number 3. They come out, I mean, strong. I mean, they start getting some good momentum going, but ultimately it does not matter. 99 Thieves, Yellow Dog and company close this one out in 4.
Yep, good games to both team. Is a solid squad. I guess the predictions isn't 100% on for Caster Blessings, but we'll take the manifesting in game. As we try to get in here, looks like pretty even, honestly. Looking at the stats line, yeah, there's a 2-goal lead, but if you look at both touches, points-wise, like, it's really, really even. The only main gap in there is shots, with 8 shots compared to the only 2 coming up from Archangels.
Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, I think we are ready here for a winner's interview for this 99 Thieves team. Huge congratulations on yet another win. We've streamed every single game of yours so far here in season 4 of Dcrl, and it's been, you guys have been pretty much showing pretty much nothing short of success, minus I don't know when your guys' loss was, but the times I have seen you guys have looked very, very good. I don't think, maybe Yellow Dog just joined back. Unfortunately, don't know if we have his cam, but I'm gonna go ahead. That's okay. That's okay. I'll toss it over to you if you're available now, Yellow Dog. But I mean, that game number 3, absolutely crazy. The Brazil occurs. We gotta talk about that, right? How do you guys rebound from that? What's going on in the comms? I mean, how do you rebound from a game like that?
I think we just recognize that there's a lot of unfortunate goals. Got dunked a lot. A lot of mistakes, just cleaning those up and keeping pressure.
Okay, I mean, fair enough, fair enough. I'll toss it over to Buit. I didn't say your name too much, but I feel like you're kind of one of those quieter guys on the pitch. But I think, in your opinion, what do you think your role is on this team? Is there a kind of a position you like to fall into when you're playing with these guys, or is it kind of just a play as you go, flow with the flow, the type of day?
I mean, since the beginning of the season, I just kind of do whatever right now. We'll see later on, maybe if it will find the roles a bit better.
Yeah, I mean, so far you guys have been making it work. I mean, you guys have been looking absolutely fantastic as one of the better teams here in Division C. V-Storm, you have any questions, or specifically maybe for Morphe?
I was just wondering what was the sort of like the game plan going into this game. What were some of the thoughts that you had going into this?
Yeah, I think our biggest thing, at least for me personally, I wanted to be more aggressive this week, going for demos, staying on ball, just being annoying at all times.
Morphe,
And
you have something to say, Morphe? I think it sounded like you wanted to say something, bro.
Oh, sorry, I didn't want to talk over anyone. But I was just saying, I think we just play our game and just try to play smart and try not to whiff.
Try not to whiff is always the goal.
yeah. I will say, Yellow Dog, you mentioned one thing that kind of caught my attention is staying on the ball. We sounded like our broken records, especially in games 1 and 2. I mean, your guys' midfield presence was dominant. I mean, you guys were showing some great rotations, and I'm willing to bet when we look back at the ball chasing stats, I mean, the ball probably spent upwards of 70% of the time in your opponent's half. So can you comment a little bit about it? Maybe if you mentioned staying on the ball, and I think that is a huge contributor to that. And I don't know if you guys noticed that, but did you say that was kind of part of the plan going into it, was stay close to the ball and maintain that midfield presence?
yeah, I would say that was our game plan going in, and just something that happened was just being more decisive and who was going and not like hesitating was just something that just kind of happened that really helped with rotations.
Yeah. I guess I don't have any more questions. But I guess I will say huge congratulations. You get your second dub. You get back. When was your loss? Was that week 1 or week 2?
Week 2.
Okay, so you guys find yourselves back in the winning column, right? You're 2-1 now. I mean, huge congratulations to you guys, and I'm gonna be keeping my eye on you guys. No guarantees on if you're gonna get all your games on stream. I know this is your third one now. But we'll be keeping an eye on you guys. You guys happen to have some great success, and I'm excited to see you guys moving forward. Thank you guys.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will be it for the first series of the night. There are going to be 2 more. We have a Div D match coming up between... It's a team that hasn't been on stream before. It's Nebula and Hardstock Incorporated. So those 2 are going to battle it out. And then we will have one more series, a Division A match at 11 p.m. Central Time. So we have 2 more left to go, but I mean, an amazing series. Both teams showed some promise. I mean, Archangels only got 1 game, but that 1 game was a statement win. I mean, the Brazil comes out of nowhere. I don't know where it came from, but great series all around. V-Storm, thank you so much for casting with me, my guy.
Of course, it's amazing to be on this cast, joined by one of the best streamers world, the one and only. Amazing series. Didn't get the prediction right this time, but honestly, can't get DSU every single time. We're going to get it back tonight with Rob's Cross, though. I'm going to, again, put all my points on DSU for that one, but can't wait to see those.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I need to pronunciate my words. I'm going to send it over to a quick intermission. We're going to get everything set up on the back end for our next match, so make sure you guys stay tuned, and we will be right back. And thank you guys all for following. One quick thing: Reach Greatness, our Bean Chalupa, thank you much for the sub, my guy. Deeply appreciate it.
Yep.
All right,
best of luck to everyone.
Yes, sir.
You got this. Get your games in.
All right,
dubs.
send it over to an intermission. We'll be right back.